Hi guys, it's late. Yeah, I'm awake. Cannot sleep. After all the bullshit I had to listen to tonight about Molly and all the crap and just everything. It's been really, really, really weighing heavily on my mind and bothering me. So I wrote down so much stuff. I did so much research today on her. But my main problem was what she did tonight. Really, it really kind of made me really look at her in an even worse way than I ever did before. So I kind of like to talk about it. My hair's a mess. I'm still in my pajamas. It's Sunday. Well, it's Monday morning now. I guess I'm going to call into work because I've been up all night. It's okay. I only had one client today. So I'll be okay. Plus the one that comes to my house today. So I'll be good. So anyway, she had a woman tonight that is her Patreon. So she pays, I guess, a Patreon. I'm all new at this, by the way. So I guess a Patreon pays a monthly fee to be a member of that person's panel page. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, let me get to the light a little more because it's kind of dark in here. The only light I have is my little arrow lamp over there for a night light. Yeah, I'm growing. See, can you see my little plant thing that I'm growing? I'm growing dill and basil and oregano, I think. Anyway, let me get comfortable and not wake my dogs up because it is late. And my client that does live here is sleeping. I also do adult foster care for anybody that doesn't know that. And he goes to day program every day. So anyway, her name was Karen. And tonight, on June 23rd, 2022, her patron Karen was so emotional. I had never really I've come across crying on YouTube, but this woman was like just sobbing like emotionally. Didn't know what to do, how to handle the situation, just found out her husband has cancer. She says he went from, I think she said, maybe 180 to 120 in the last few days of his weight. That really upset me also. So she was looking for, sorry about the smoking. It's the only time I really can smoke in here is late at night or on the weekend. So she was looking for some support, you know, from all the people in Molly's room. Apparently her daughter has been diagnosed and now her husband. So she's been going through a lot for a while. With the daughter too, I guess. Anyway, she was on there for a while and she was crying and, you know, she said she didn't want to go do GoFundMe and didn't want to ask people for monies and didn't have transportation to get back and forth. So I explained to her in the chat, even though I cannot stomach Molly. Yeah, I guess you could say I was kind of trolling because I had gone by on the TV and had seen that woman crying. So I explained to her that I work for the state, and in my state, she could apply for what's called a PT-1 form, which is for people that don't really have money, and the state will pay their transportation, sorry about that, back and forth to doctor's appointments, hospitals, you know, whatever they need, basically. They just have to have their doctor fill out the need for the PT-1 form. So that's what she needed to do. I've helped many clients get themselves PT forms. I drive mine around though. But yeah, I've helped other people get them. So anyway, she wasn't really paying attention to me. She was too busy crying. And I noticed that the minute she started talking about she didn't know how to get help and this and that little Miss Molly, yeah, you Molly, you got off the panel. You literally got off the panel, Molly. And about 20 minutes went by. In Justice for All, somebody had asked where you were. I said, oh, I think she might be doing homework with Jake. Whatever, Molly, you got off because you didn't give a shit about her story, obviously. And you didn't want to give a penny. So, I offered her some help. Financial help. I told her to hit me up in my messenger. Because I donate every month, and I don't really like to tell people that, but yeah, every month I try to go on GoFundMe, and I try to find a family or somebody in serious need of financial help, because I feel like I am blessed. I have a very good job, and I just feel like I'm blessed, so I try to give back to my community and the people in my community. So it's usually 2 people a month, but I just picked up a 3rd person. I'm not going to name names. She's really awesome, and I like her a lot, and I think we'll end up to be great friends. And I'm hoping to fly out and visit her in the next year or 2. But anyway, she's great. So, I'm offering her my help. I gave her my messenger. I told her that my whole Facebook everything's private, so she would have to request me. I do think she did end up understanding it at the end, because she said, oh, somebody's offering help. But then she left because Molly came back and started asking her all kinds of crazy questions. Kind of like she was trying to get her off her piano, like, go lay down with your husband needs you, blah, blah, blah. And she was trying to explain to Molly that her husband just wanted to lay down and relax and, be alone for a little while. And she even said to Molly, if you want me to leave your piano, I will. I just have a lot that I want to get out. So whatever. She ended up leaving, and she went, apparently, over to Laura's page, Preplexed, where my buddy was also at, my friend Angela, Voices for the Voiceless, whom I have nothing but respect for. Now, Laura and Angela, Voices, were on Molly's panel, I believe, for like maybe a year or over a year, since, I don't know, I forget what I was told. But anyway, this woman comes along, you all know, Blowjob Betty, Blowhorn Betty, or whatever, and Laura and Voices are now, first Voices was gone, because they were discussing the trip to Tennessee about Summer Wells. And when Voices voiced her opinion that she didn't want to take people's liberties away or their rights, and didn't feel comfortable kind of protesting and bullhorns and, going to people's works and houses and whatever, they reamed her a whole asshole. She was just trying to explain to them that wouldn't be cool, and you can't go around just doing that because you feel like it. So anyway, I remember it like it was yesterday, actually. Molly went mental and said, that's it. You're done. You're out. Block her. Bye. Kicked her out. Blocked her. So then she ended up talking to Laura. She went over to Laura's page and bawling, of course, because she was so upset. And I think that they kind of gained a really good friendship. They bonded over that. I'm not sure, but I think they already were friends from the panel. I'm not sure, but regardless, they ended up bonding. So Karen, the woman on Molly's page, her patron, who financially supports her every month with the Patreonship, went to Laura's page tonight. And some of Molly's trolls were in Laura's page and ran back, of course. And what do you think they did? They run back and tell. So now Karen comes back on to Molly's page to try to explain herself. And, wow, I really don't look good at 3 in the morning, do I? Especially no makeup. So, comes back, and Molly rips her a new asshole from the inside out. I mean, the woman's already friggin' emotional a wreck. She's gone. She's devastated. She's worried about how her family is going to survive the cancer with the son and the daughter, how they're going to get from A to B, probably how they're going to put food on the table because he can't work now. I mean, it was just a mess. And Laura and Molly ripped her inside out. So, of course, my nosy ass started writing pretty rude comments to Molly. But, you know, Molly's so, what's the word I want to use? So oblivious that Molly probably didn't see even one of them. Because if she did, I would have been blocked immediately. I know I would have been blocked. So anyway, Karen proceeds to say, oh no, I just wanted to ask Laura if they were talking about me. Blah, 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 blah. And Molly said, well, were you guys talking about me? And she said, no. I just wanted to see if Laura was talking about me. Whatever. It was ridiculous. I'm telling you, this shit is worse than a soap opera. It really is. It's worse than a soap opera, you guys. So, she stated a story. She was crying. It went on and on. She, which broke my heart, guys, asked Molly probably 4 or 5 times, can you forgive me? Please forgive me. Now I'm thinking in my head, this poor woman just wants someone to friggin' care. That's all she wants. Because if she was stronger, she probably would have told her where to go and how to go and gotten the hell out of there and taken her, you know, her patron away. But no, she kept asking for forgiveness. And of course, Molly, which we know was fake, said, okay, I forgive you. No, you don't, Molly. You just don't want the fucking Patreon money to stop. You don't forgive her. You're not fooling anybody. But the woman just continually asked, do you forgive me? And she said, yeah, whatever, yeah. So, because she's so emotionally gone, she will stay there. Instead of being a stronger woman and saying, you know, I'm fucking out of here. Excuse my language. I have to stop swearing like Molly because I'm really picking the F word up now. Hi, Lorraine. Yeah, I'm up too. So anyway, that went on for a little while. In fact, it went on for a long while. It was pretty bad. And then Molly was bashing Laura, called her the effing C-U-N-T word, and it was horrible. So then I finally get out of there, and I skipped over to Laura's page to say hello. And they were talking about, you know, what was going down, and Laura was really upset about it and worried about, you know, what's Molly going to do to me? Is she going to dox me? I don't know. What's Molly going to do? So she was a little upset. So then I stopped doing some more digging on Molly. And I come across a video from, I got it all written down. You guys are going to love this. I mean, this is good. And I'd love to interview Molly on this big fat fucking lie. So Molly's always calling everybody liars constantly. It's like they're liars and losers. Those are her favorite things. Liars and losers. So now she has a meet and greet on, I believe it was, I got it right here. Give me 1 second because you're going to want to hear this. So she has this meet and greet in New Orleans. And she meets this woman, Tiffany, for the first time that night. And, they go to a strip club. Now, Molly is so drunk. Loaded. And Tiffany's drunk too. And Molly decides she's going to steal from the stripper. So she reaches in the stripper's pocket. The manager calls the police. And the stripper said she was missing over $200. So they arrest Molly Golightly. And they arrest this poor girl, Tiffany, who had never had a police record, by the way, and had a high-paying military job. And she lost her job over this. Molly told everybody that Tiffany was the one that did the stealing, that Molly got off scot-free, Tiffany got charged, blah, blah, blah. What Molly did not know, I love this part, if I can find it, because I really put this stuff in order. So Molly was just going on and on about how Tiffany's a scumbag and she's the one that stole, and, you know, they were so drunk, and oh, it was just horrible, guys, horrible. I've got it all right here. Okay, here we go. I can't see, it's so dark in here. Okay, here it is. So, it was in New Orleans. New Orleans, is that how you say it? I think so. Got it. Okay, so, it starts right here. Okay, so she met her at the meet and greet, and her name was Tiffany. And after the meet and greet, they decided to go out drinking. And they proceed to go to the strip club. And they're so drunk. Both of them are inebriated, apparently. But Molly's really inebriated. I saw the body cam of the police officers and the footage. Molly had never seen the footage in the body cam. So she blamed it all on Tiffany. In fact, her own husband, when she finally did get, that comes later, get the tape, her own husband said it wasn't her. Come on now. So, anyway, they're in the strip club. The manager decides to call the police. The police come. The police officer literally goes to cuff Molly. Molly gets on the ground, rolling around, screaming, "What did I do? I want my husband. Call my husband." Loaded out of her mind, shoes off, ass hanging out, the whole bit. You didn't hear Tiffany, bitch, say nothing, and she was drunk too. So Tiffany said, "We're getting arrested." Molly tried, before they left the strip club, to give Tiffany the money to put in her bra. Tiffany told Molly, "No, I don't want your money." Tiffany at that point still didn't know what Molly had done. But she said, "No, I had gone to the ATM and I'm all set." So then, she had been paying for her drinks. Molly hadn't paid for any drinks. So Tiffany also had to pay for Molly's drinks. Because the bartenders told the police that Molly wasn't paying for her drinks or a lap dance that she got from a woman. So now, they're in this club, and at some point, Molly steals the money from the stripper. The cops say, "Can you walk?" And she's screaming, "No, no, 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 no." So, of course, you know, they pick her up, cuff her, and put her in the car. They put her in the car. She's kicking, screaming. It got so bad, you guys, and you can see the tape. She's in the police station now. She's in the cell. Tiffany's quiet on one side, and all you can hear is Molly proceeding to tell the cop, "Why did you do this? You know you fucking want me. You want me. I'm going to say it, and I really shouldn't, but this is word for word, guys, that came off the footage, okay? She proceeds to tell this officer, you know you want to fuck me up my asshole with no lube. That's Molly Golightly for you. The cop's like, oh my God, stop. Then she proceeds to, let me go, let me out. I'm going to kill myself or I'm going to kill you all. So, of course, you know, they take the clothes off of you and they parade you, you know, into the safety room. And now she's so desperate, she starts offering her home to get out. She even offered up her child, her son, to get out of prison, and her husband. Now, she had to have been totally inebriated. Come on, you're offering your son, your home, and your husband to get out. Okay, so the next day. Now, this is at 4:30 in the morning. So now, at 6, now Molly's claiming all night long that she had no money. Whatever, she must have been hiding it in her foo-foo. Because at 6:30, when they did get released and Molly got back in her hotel room, she did a live video to talk about the night real quick. And she showed them all, pulled out her money after she told us, I had no money, one credit card. She pulled out at least, I don't know, over $100 in 20s that she miraculously had, but didn't have 2 minutes prior to that. Then she pulls out a purse, a wallet, and she says that Karma's testing me. Because while I'm in the Uber on the way here, I find a wallet. Beautiful black, I think it was a Coach. It was a really nice leather wallet. It showed it. And Molly says, but there's no license in it, but there's an ID in it. She said, see, and look, there's even money in it. She goes, so I was trying to give it to the motel, but they wouldn't take it. So she didn't want to give it to the cops because she didn't trust the cops. So she claimed she went on Facebook and left several messages because she had the girl's name, and she's claiming that there was no address on the ID. Because I'm like, why wouldn't you just mail it back? But according to Molly, the girl's ID wasn't, her address wasn't on the actual ID, which we all know is bullshit. It may not be a license. Even a state ID has your address. So she said Karma was testing her. That's literally what she said. After everything she had been through, this was a test of karma. So, to this day, we don't even know if she returned the wallet. She probably didn't. Probably still has it. Probably kept it. Now they go to court, and she's still lying. And she's telling the court that it was Tiffany. And Tiffany gets charged along with Molly. Now, Tiffany's a way younger girl. She ends up losing her very high-paying military job. Her whole career gone over this one stupid incident. So now Tiffany is hell-bent on exonerating herself. So Tiffany came up with the bright idea that she was going to put in a, oh, what's it called? Hang on, guys. What did Tiffany put in? She was going to file a FOIA. It's called a FOIA. For the video cam of the strip club and the body cam of the police officer to try and exonerate herself. And she did it. It worked. She got all the, you know, the tapes. And clearly it was not her. It was Miss Molly Golightly. Now, Tiffany gives all this footage to a group on YouTube to go over it and see if they can also figure out the truth. And they contact Molly. Now, Molly, not realizing that they have the tape in front of them, is still denying it, blaming her. So, Tiffany sent over a copy of the footage to Molly. Okay? So now Molly's looking at the footage, still denying, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me. Then gets her husband Jake involved, and Jake says, oh no, that doesn't look like you. Everybody's yelling at her, yes, Molly, that is you. Now, Molly is backed in a corner after about, I don't know, an hour and a half. This was like a 5-hour video, guys. She's backed into a corner finally, and she says, well, maybe it is me. Yeah, maybe it is me. It kind of looks like me. Now, you ruined this woman's career in life. And then you're pissed because this woman won't take a fucking phone call from you. Would you take a phone call from somebody that did that to you? She didn't even know you guys. She just went to the meet and greet and was invited out, okay? Now, back to the police department. Put up some stuff out. She says to another cop, okay, on the way to court, and I quote you. She says to the cop, oh, come on. You know you want to effing rape me. I can tell you want to F me so bad. You want to rape me. Why don't you just get it over with? You want me so bad. Oh my God, I'm going to be sick to my stomach. She says, I'm not a lowlife. I swear on my life. And she says, which is a new one. I've never heard of this one, guys. You ready? I'm not a dumpy dump. I'm not a dumpy dump. Yeah, okay. So, this is the best scoop yet. This happened January 12th, 2019. It was a meet and greet. She put this woman through absolute hell. And I don't know why. I have so many pages of it, but I didn't read it all to you. Oh yeah, she kept threatening to kill herself or kill everyone in the police station. So you know what happens when you do that, right? When you threaten to commit suicide, then what they do is they take all your clothes off of you and you go into like a rubber room on a pad. So, yeah, Molly. And that's when she continued to scream, you know, you want to F me up the butt with no lube. And, well, here's the thing. A lot of people were saying that even drunk thoughts are actually sober thoughts, too, that are subliminal in the back of your mind, too. So, who knows if that's what she actually wanted. So then, as she's being booked, they ask her, have you ever drank alcohol or did drugs? She looked them in the face, the woman matron, and she said, never, never, never. She's so drunk she can't even talk. Cop goes, really? You're slurring pretty bad. Well, I might have had my first glass of alcohol. Okay, Molly. Then, here's the funny part. It shows the video, it's like a meme. It shows, they ask her, the woman asks her, the matron again, ask her, could you be pregnant? And Molly looks up. Like she's thinking when the last time she got laid was. And she says, well, you have to have sex to get pregnant, don't you? In other words, I ain't getting sex from my husband, and no, I'm not pregnant. So, like I said to Molly, you have this fake little life with your loving fake little husband, your perfect little kid that you let get bullied and beat up. And while that was happening, Molly, go lightly, what did you do? Did you protect Jake? No, you took off to Tennessee the same day to go bully Candace and Dawn, knowing your child had just been bullied and beat up. So, you're really teaching him well, aren't you? And why is your son, Molly, being bullied and beat up? I think I know why. because his parents are seeing your moronic face day after day on that YouTube screen. And the kids are probably hearing it when they get out of school or watching it too. And now they're picking on Jakey. The only thing that Jake has for morals and values, it seems like, is his dad. Now, Princess comes along, and Princess, she picked him up like 5 months ago when he lives with her. But he basically raised Jake, her gay best friend, which she calls her gay husband. Now, Princess is so sick. So sick. He's got a pancreatic issue from so much drinking of the alcohol. They put him on all kinds of pills. Molly's supposed to be his caretaker. He runs out of pain pills 3 days early, and he's sick as shit. So what does Molly do with his pancreatic bullshit? She lets him drink a beer, and she proceeds to scream at him. She humiliated him the other night so bad that I actually brought a tear to my eye, telling him, I can't effing do this. All these effing pills, and I can't, and because she was trying to do her live, and apparently he wanted to know what the potassium was for, and she went off on him. I can't do this anymore. I can't. So I said, why, Molly? Because you already stole and ate all of his pain pills. There's nothing more good for you to take, and you don't want to help him unless he has the pills to offer you. You've got his food stamps. You've already admitted that. Oh, we're eating so good because of Princess's food stamps. You made $54,000 in less than 90 days off the back of a 5-year-old. Now, tonight, there was a big, huge thing. You did it again. Somebody brought up, one of your Patreons brought up, why did you tell Candace? I'm sorry for your dead baby. I'm sorry you lost your job, Dawn. And you continually tonight denied ever saying that about Summer Wells. So again, a bunch of us, including me, went back to that video, and you are clearly standing in front of Candace's car when they were told to leave the job that day, and you said, what are those pictures? I'm sorry about your dead baby. I'm sorry you lost your job, Dawn. I'm telling you, Molly, there's a special place for you. And it isn't where you think it's going to be if you don't change. If you don't learn to grow a heart, grow a brain, and do something, Molly, the demons are going to get you. I had a friend that had demons. And she used to tell me, and my sister, that they would try to drag her under the bed. Well, you're going to get dragged under that bed, girl. Because all you do is lie and lie and lie. You're on there tonight saying, oh, they're all saying I made $10,000. I wish I made $10,000. I had to put $900 in. I'm afraid to look at my credit card. Well, let me tell you something. I went on the Play Yard stream. I went on all your analytics. I went on everything because I've learned how to do it. And it shows me your revenue, your ads, and what you made. You made 54 G's in less than 90 days. Today is Sunday. On Friday, you made $883 alone on views, clicks, and ads. So, how many more lies, Molly, are we going to tell? It's like I said earlier on my live, Molly. Wouldn't it be a fun reality show? Wouldn't it be so fun? I think so, Lorraine. What do you think? Instead of the nut house, right, Lorraine? If she got audited. If we called. I wonder if a civilian can do that and have her audited. Now, that would be a fun reality show, wouldn't it? You'd be like Teresa Giudice and Joe Giudice and, doing some federal time, maybe. Because all you're doing is lying and hiding money. Lying and hiding money. I don't know what you're doing with it. You called your mother today to prove you only put $3,300 in for her roof. You had to wake your mother up. Like, nobody even asked you to, but you felt the need that you had to prove that. The more you try to convince us, Molly, the more we know you're lying. Like, you're not even a good liar. You're an absolutely stupid liar. You're stupid. Where's your Betty Bullhorn friend? What happened? Is it because she threw you under the bus and called Dawn? Are you still mad at that? Where's JLR? Somebody told me that it was Andrea was with Olivia visiting her mother. Do you really think I buy that? No, I don't. I don't buy that crap at all. And here's another question I have for you, Molly. It's been on my mind all day. So I watched another video, Lorraine, and whoever else is here. And Mr. and Mrs. Petito, Gabby's parents. Molly was all up in that bullshit story, too. Inserting herself and all of that. You know, screaming at the parents out in front of their house with signs, the whole bit. Well, she told Mr. and Mrs. Petito that she would donate every single sticker, super chat, and donation that she received to them for the money, okay? So, I asked a friend of mine that was on the panel, isn't any longer, I'm not going to use her name, and she said, well, she did give them $500 donation. She goes, but you saw the video. She told them she would give them every single dime. And it was a hell of a lot more than $500. We're talking thousands. And she thinks because she gave them $500, you know, that cleaned her conscience. Cleaned her mind out a little bit. Molly. Time for you's running out on YouTube. Like I said, I'm a newbie, and there'll be more newbies after me. Way more to come. Right now, your numbers are dwindling. And the two that you kicked off, Angela Voices and Preplex Laura, oh, honey, have you checked their numbers out? They are soaring through the roof. Best thing they ever did was have you kick them off, or them walk the hell away from you, because they are soaring, and those two are going to do well. While you and Blowjob's numbers are a big joke every single day, as Crew Def puts them on, and we watch the numbers roll down, because you keep losing your subs. You claim, oh, I lost only 100 subs this week. You lost way more than 100, liar. Way more. And after tonight, Molly, all of the comments I was reading, what you did to that woman, Karen, I'm pretty sure you might have lost 100 more tonight. You keep playing these ridiculous games. You think you are superior. Who the hell, I want to ask you this, seriously, Molly. What gives you the right to decide who a paying Patreon can and cannot talk to on YouTube because you don't like that person? What gives you that right? Are you that insecure that you think they're talking about you? Do you think you're that effing special that you are the topic of their conversations? No, Molly, they don't work like you, because they're all the topic of your conversations. And you get your little new croonies on, like I called my new video tonight, Molly's New Suckers, because you had some new suckers up on your panel, okay? They won't last long either, Molly. They'll be gone before you know it. You'll either toss them, or they'll actually see who you are and see right through you like I did. Like I said, I was stupid enough to give you money in the beginning. But you know what, Molly? I'm glad I gave you that $50, because you know what? It showed me exactly who you were, and it was worth every penny 2 months ago. Because now I know who you are. So, you did me a favor. You're sickening. What you're doing to your kid, you want a Mother of the Year award, you're never going to get it. Like I said. You are so lucky that I don't know where you live. Because like I told you, I am a mandated reporter. I do work for the state. And what you're doing to Princess, you should be nailed to the wall for. Period. And I hope Princess gets strong enough to get the hell up and walk the hell away from you. But I doubt that will happen. Because it's like someone said tonight, they're all afraid of you. And you know what I said in the chat? Not me. If I was to see you face to face, honey, you think I'd be afraid of you? I'd probably knock you out and walk away. You wouldn't be my friend. I'd probably hit you. So I'm glad we're not living in the same states. Because you are a pathetic piece of crap. You know, I once knew a woman pretty much like you. And her name was Cindy Mann. And it was all about Cindy, Cindy, Cindy. And you remind me so much of her. I think that's why I can't effing stop with you. And it's like I told you. I will taunt you day after day after day until you get off YouTube. Just like Burnt Toast said. Burnt Toast told you when you pulled that shit with Tiffany, you should have gave your channel up then. That you had no right to have it. Number one, you have no right being in a crime community when you're a fucking thief. And a big thief. And a big liar. What the hell are you doing in a crime community? Okay? You're part of the problem. You're the crime. Get out. I'm gonna hope that this grows, my station. I'm gonna hope that my sister comes on and be's my partner. And we're gonna do something big. Don't know what yet. But we're not gonna make money off a child. But we will make money talking about you, hopefully. At least until we can get rid of you. And JLR and Betty Blowjob. Okay? That, I hope, does happen. But I would love to have my co-host with me. Because she has a nice mouth, too, just like me. And she knows how to speak. She may be a little nicer than me. But then again, I don't know. It depends on her mood. Molly, I have invited you on my panel numerous times. JLR, I've invited you on my panel. Betty Boo-Hoo Blowjob Blow-Ho, anytime, baby, bring it on. Because you like to threaten fires, right? You like to threaten to burn houses to the ground. Boy, I'd love to interview you. I'd love to go toe-to-toe with you and your mouth. So, the three of yous, any single time you want to get in touch with me, I told you, ROCKYDOVE65 at iCloud.com. Or you can go to Messenger on Facebook. It's private, but you can request to speak to me there. Okay? Okay? And stop asking Don for drinks because he can't stand you. I told everybody I got in touch with Don Wells the other night. Okay? He doesn't want anything to do with any more of you, Molly. He's fed up. And right after you apologized, Molly, what did you do? You got back from Tennessee. You got right back on YouTube. And you trashed him and his wife again and again and again. It just proves how effing phony you are. But you were not going to make me come out my mouth with the FFF anymore. I'll say F, but I'm not going to say the word. You're not going to push me there anymore. I mean, I've said the word at times in my life, many times, but not like a truck driver, like you. And then you're calling Laura a CUNT tonight? Real classy, Molly. Real classy, some of the names you've called some of the women. And then you're calling her ugly and this and that. You just wish you could look like her. And you think for a minute that you look like Nicolette Sheridan? Okay? Here's what you look like. With your crossed eyes. I don't see Nicolette Sheridan. I see Molly. I'm Molly Golightly. Yeah. I love imitating you. Because you're a moron. And you know what? Every time I'm done, I ask God for forgiveness for the way I speak with you. But there's lessons I need you to learn. And I'm hoping if it's even one stupid thing that I say that sticks in your head, maybe you'll change. Because all you do is walk on every single person you meet. These people are keeping you afloat. Your mortgage, your groceries, your little fake bags, your clothing at $199 a super chat. And this is the way you treat them all. If they say one thing you don't like, that's it, I'm taking your wrench. And you block them. Molly. Even your subscribers that only give you $5 here and there, same bullshit. But then, of course, you miss the money and you always take them back when you realized what you did. So, I don't know. But my favorite part is that you actually think when your son said in front of all of us, oh, Mom, I'm so proud of you. You're doing God's work. Do you really think you're doing God's work, Molly? Do you? Because let me tell you something. Whether or not that they had anything to do with that child's death is between them and their God and the police. And if something did happen, I'm pretty sure it's 99% an accident, and Candace probably panicked. But here's my facts. Like I've been telling everybody, nobody's paying attention to Jody Sue. Go back to my birthday, June 12th. Watch the 2-part video. How she loves fresh babies. How she'd stick a pillow over her own kid and kill it. Because her baby days are over. How, because Candace Wells and Jackie Dobbs wouldn't sell her some of their acreage, she said she was going to take that mother effing creek down. 3 days later, Summer Wells is gone. And then she claimed that same day, June 15th, that she wanted a police sketch artist because she saw the man, she saw the truck, and she heard the scream. And, of course, we know that was all a lie because 2 days later, she was trying to convince us all that it was Dawn and Candace. Her latest, Lorraine, I don't know if you've been catching up, but her latest little rants are that Andy, her husband, is begging people for $500 for the scoop because he has images of Summer's dead body. She claims she has audio tapes of him running his mouth. So if I was the TBI or I was the FBI, I wouldn't be looking at her as a witness, would I? Should be my main suspect. Her disturbed 19-year-old, and her wacko husband. And also, we found out the other day that her husband, right after the little girl went missing, started acting crazy, threatening suicide. And did you know, Lorraine, that the police came On the 16th, she went missing the 15th, the 16th, they were knocking door to door. They wanted to search people's houses. And Jody Sue refused to let them search her property or her home. And she used her vicious dogs as an excuse. Well, put the effing dogs away. And if I were the FBI or the police, I don't know who was there. Probably just the Hawkins County, Mr. Lawson. I would have gotten a warrant, okay? Because for all we know, that baby's locked in that basement, being hurt, or that baby's gone. We don't know. Could even be on her property. Could even be at 9 Ben Hill Road in the septic tank, like she's claiming. And now saying that Mary's saying that. Now, Mary is Dawn's stepsister, I believe. She's claiming that Dawn called his dad and said that Candace is evil, and that Candace told him that Summer Wells is in the septic tank at 9 Ben Hill Road, which is bullshit, because I'm sure the police and the FBI searched that big, huge septic tank, because you can see it. It's a big white block. I'm sure they pulled the cover off and looked. So, there's so many rumors and lies out there. I don't know what's what, but I do know this. In the pit of my gut, something tells me Jody Sue is in on it. 'Cause she like fresh babies, Lorraine. You hear me now? Fresh babies. Christine almost threw up when she heard that the other day when I played it. My daughter was like, Mom, what the hell is she saying? I said, you heard her. She like fresh babies. And she like putting pillows over their heads. So, something ain't right with her. I don't believe she has cancer. She's another Michelle Ward. Another cancer fake. Sociopath. Another Michelle. An absolute sociopath. So, I don't know, but it's late. I'm wide awake. I don't know why. If you want to come over for coffee, if you're awake, take a ride over. Are you up? Are you staying up? You going to bed? What are you doing? Yeah, I know you're the only one watching me, but they'll all catch up and watch it tomorrow. So, did you see the other two? Did you see the other two lives? I got a lot of views on those. Or no? Can you hear me, Lorraine? Let me text you. Where'd it go? I don't even know where it went. Oh, there it is. Candy, hear me? Can you hear me? Alright, did you fall asleep with me talking? You fell asleep. Oh my God. Yep. Alright, I guess I'm going to end it here. Because you're sleeping, probably. Hopefully people will watch it tomorrow. I don't tell very good stories. I don't do them in chronicle order. But I know what I'm saying is true from what I see on the YouTubes. From very reliable sources. Like Burnt Toast, who really let her have it over all of that stripper shit. I don't know. I just know I'm going to be on here every day. So, I guess I'm going to sleep today. I'm not going to take my client to day program or anything. I'm just going to take the day off, clean the house, and get some sleep. So that's my plan. And I guess I can't keep my eyes open any longer. I never seen such a long live in my life. I think Laura's was 6 hours and Dingbats was like 4 hours. I don't know. I don't even watch my own shows anymore. So, I'm trying to build this channel. I'm trying to build it right. We'll see what happens. Alright, call me in the morning or I'm going to try to call you now to see if you fell asleep. Love you. And everybody else, please watch. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Especially if you just subscribe and hit like. Thank you so much. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Night-night.